because and we're going to go through this a little bit, because of some of the things that you say, they're just not correct. Like you said, it's an invasion. It's not an invasion, it's invasive. They're completely different words, right? It's an invasive process. You're like, it's an invasion process. Where you're going to invade the home. So it's being clear versus fuzzy. And when you're saying invasion, no, it's an invasive process. You have to come in, tear out the stucco, tear out the drywall, reverse the process. It's very invasive to the home. So invasion doesn't work. You landed on the buy today and save program. It was a bit heavy. He responds every time you do it. He reacts, and people are going to react. If you're like, and we have a buy today and save program. People go, whoa, I'm not doing anything today. The whole process, the whole idea is, listen, I'm going to be able to give you an exact price in writing for a year. That puts them at ease. Whew! This guy's not going to try and sell me today. Thank God I got a year. Right? I have give me an exact price in writing that's good for a year, and we also have time-sensitive programs we can talk about later if you want to. And then, as I mentioned, I'll be able to give you an exact price in writing that's good for a year, and we'll have a buy today and save program that we can talk about if you want to. It's just a throwaway. They need to hear it, but you can't land on it. When you land on it, you get a reaction out of them. They're like, whoa, I'm not doing anything today. No. And it puts them on the defensive. You missed the house kitchen story.
Yeah, I know.
With the frame.
I told him
when
you walked out of the room, I said, oh man, I just blew that.
And that's when you started getting in your head. You started realizing the stuff that you were missing. And so I could tell you just getting tighter and tighter and tighter as it went on. Because you're pretty hard on yourself. So let me ask you a question. Before we get started, I just ask you a question. What do you think is more important, the frame or the glass of the window? Right? It's casual. Or like, I don't know, glass or whatever it is. I mean, it's a casual conversation. You just talk to them. You said aluminum fades your carpets. You got your aluminum now, and it's fading your.
I should have said the glass that's in it. Yeah.
Aluminum's not fading the carpets. So that's what I'm saying. You say a lot of stuff that's just not correct, right? So it makes it really fuzzy for the client. Because it's what you said. You said the aluminum fades it's fading your carpets. I'm like, no, aluminum conducts heat and cold. Wood is a good insulator, right? So when you talk about the aluminum clad, it is. So they try to marry the two. Wood's a good insulator, and they wanted the aluminum to protect the new growth wood. I forget the word that you use, but wood is an insulator, and that's why they wanted to use it. You said Pella and Marvin are great companies.
Should be okay companies.
They're not bad companies. It's just a poor design, is how I always say it. You said they're great companies. Holy shit! I don't want you to say that about.
No,
they're great companies. All right, maybe I should give them a call.
Welcome to Honda. Toyotas are great.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
So, when you hand them the plastic, ask what's this? Get them to say plastic or vinyl. Get them to say it, right?
I started talking way too quick, and then I said, what is that? I know.
I have this note here. You speak in absolutes, which is very dangerous and it'll get you in trouble. You said, so contractors aren't going to be around in 5 years. It's not true. Some contractors aren't going to be around. You're like, these contractors that sell this aren't going to be around in 5 years. Right? That's an absolutely, that's not true. Yeah, I mean, just, you said this is not longevity. That doesn't, and you were talking about the vinyl window.
Yeah.
This is not longevity. That doesn't make any sense. Right? That's all you said. You said this is not longevity. You said Look at this direct seal. It's called direct set glass. You said direct seal, right? That didn't. You said Anderson in their infinite ingenuity. It's
Wisdom. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if you're gonna use a Joshism, you gotta
Use
say
it. Use it right.
Use
Yeah.
it right.
Yeah.
Anderson, their infinite ingenuity, and then you said Anderson's trying to build. You don't want Anderson built,
Builds. Yeah.
not trying to. I mean, it's a lot of this is gonna it's just not gonna be strong enough in the home for them to move forward. There's an industry called Sigma.
It's an association.
It's not an industry. Sigma is a company, Sealed Insulated Glass Manufacturers Association. They test glass. So again, what you're saying is not correct. And then you and I always have coached this. I don't want you to say over 20 years. It's at 20 years. 0.5% at 20 years. Over 20 years makes it sound like it fails over the 20 years. It can fail at any point in time. So at 20 years is very specific.
Okay.
We have a glass failure rate of 0.5% at 20 years. It's amazing. You said we are remodeled by Anderson. Right? You're not even hearing yourself. We are renewal by Anderson, not remodel by Anderson. You missed the edge deletion technology, vacuum pulse technology, how we build the IG unit, the 100% fill of argon and nitrogen gas. You also missed how the competitors build their aluminum spacer bar, poke a hole in it, fill it up. You got two problems. That whole piece was missed. That's such an important piece because it separates us from the competition. It's a huge piece. It's very impressive when you get into it. That radiometer is stopped. You're like, look at that. It's got 3 coatings of a silver oxide on the inside of the exterior pane. 100% fill of argon nitrogen gas in between. It's got an exterior coating. Right? If you're going to get into it, know what you're talking about. The titanium oxide. Photocatalytic reaction with the sun. It actually gets charged up. Take a hose and shoot at it. All the water and dirt will shoot off of it.
I stumbled over the reaction.
That wasn't clear. Yeah. You said this was designed by us for us. Doesn't make any sense. Designed by us for us. Eugene started laughing at that. It just did designed by us for us. You were just like. So you do this a few times. You said mortise and tenon joints and everything. What's the and everything? And then you follow up. You can get a really nice cross breeze and everything else. And what's everything else? And everything. You continue to you want to talk. Nice mortise and tenon joints. You add and everything onto the end of sentences, and it's not clear.
Okay.
You said no air, water, moisture. Water and moisture are the same thing.
Right?
It's called Duralon weather stripping. You said this should cinch your information and intelligence. You were right before you talk about the win number. You go, this should cinch your information and intelligence. It doesn't make any sense. Hold on. Hey, Aaron.